team of guys or her to us that this is what this movie's going to be about, and we're going to be doing a thing and a thing. So, it really has just been an onion peeling process. But it's interesting, when we had the premiere in Berlin in February, Kevin and I were talking, and I realized it's been a little bit weird because, all of us, all the guys, and Oliver spoke about it, everybody's been getting email and some kind of communication from people making the acknowledgments. But then this year comes with the media and the press, and they're doing a whole other thing. And what's been sort of eye-opening to myself, and Kevin agreed, is it's a bummer that all these years I'm realizing I didn't believe the fans. I thought they were just caught up with her and doing a reason to reach out to us so they could feel connected to the machine, that it really wasn't a thing. And so, guys, I want to say on behalf of every guy in Striker Pose and the entire team, we're so freaking grateful that all of you and the kinds of people like you have cared about us and cared about your own freedom, because we know that this speaks to journeys that everybody's been in. So, just thank you so much.
Yes.
And as I came in and I was sitting here, and realizing how many of you are, thankfully, from my generation or close to.
Yes.
I was sitting in the seat going, this is amazing. I'm with a room of warriors. Because we know what this time was about, right? And so,
I'm going to quit monopolizing your time. Are you ready for some questions?
all right.
Hi, Carlton. So, I'm a huge fan. I've seen the movie, I can't even count how many times. But I remember, and we just watched it recently, a month ago, to promote this film. And during the tour, you seemed like the older, wiser, more mature one during the Blonde Ambition tour. Was that true? There's a scene that everybody will remember when Mama makeup, and you go to Madonna and you're like, what? And you give her the tea, right? You go her butt was bleeding and all that stuff. But were you the most mature one, like the granddaddy of all the children, to a certain degree?
No, I was definitely. I have a booming voice. I can sing my voice.
Okay, all right.
That's fine. No, that is fact. When we got the job, the guys were 18. I was 26. I'd had a full career in Chicago. The Hubbard Street Dance Company, which is still the premier company of the city, is where I started. So I'd already been in magazines and done interviews, and so yes, to a certain degree, that was an authentic thing that came out. Yeah.
Carlton, first of all, I'm so happy you said something about Chicago. That's where I'm from. So, woo! But there's a part of the movie when you talk about pretending to yourself that someone loves you, pretending to be somebody that you're not. And I know you're done overrated with the whole HIV and coming out thing, but there are still so many people who are afraid. And even those that are not positive, pretending that there's somebody, or just to make them self-important. What would be your advice?
It's a great question. What I will say is what has worked for me, right? Listen, I think first and foremost, I just have to go there. You've got to be able to find a way to believe in something bigger than yourself. For me, it's God. For you, it can be Buddha. It can be something. It can be something.
Amen.
But, life has already done a lot of us in ways that you just don't feel like you can do it. And that is fact. You as you with skin and bones cannot. But I know, and what I have to work within myself is to find the tools that I can engage into my lifestyle that can help me remember the strength that I've been ordained with, that all of us have been given. Figure it out. It's not going to be for somebody else to help you save your life. That's got to come down to you, but you got to be willing to do the work. So, and then another thing that I always say is, all of us come from a lineage of fighters and warriors and have ancestors that made their way. Lean on that. Have a conversation with them in silence. Yeah? Some stuff like that. Be willing for the change to happen. The mechanics about how and when it happens ain't our job, is how I've learned it. But if you keep that window cracked for the possibility of the healing, the universe will flood in and serve your intention. So.
Carlton, truth or dare. I almost missed my high school graduation because I went to Blind Ambition. I was running to the field to walk with my class and driving back all night from DC. But when it was before the internet, it was my first major concert, and when I saw it, I leaned around to my best friend and I'm like, their lives, these dancers, their lives have changed. Not knowing that Truth or Dare was gonna come out, and then seeing what happened and everything, seeing this movie, I'm a little conflicted by the movie. I'm getting mixed signals from it about the experience. If you knew now what you knew then, and you did what you knew now, what you didn't know then, would you do this again? Would you have worked for this tour?
1,000% yes.
Yes.
100%, because the issue that was going on for me was not about the tour. What was going on with me was my own issue with me knowing how to love on myself, which would have showed up if I went to AT&T or to, who knows where. So, yeah, it was an amazing opportunity. And I can't remember which one of the brothers brought it up, but it was much like what Jose said. She picked us because we were one with her. I think we were all made up of the stock that wanted to be able to have a bigger conversation to the universe. So this was a divine outlet that got to happen for us, and we got to do it in a creative way. The gig was freaking amazing. Are you kidding me? Come on now. Yes.
Yes.
You came and ran up to me as soon as I walked up here.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I don't really
Nervous for
have.
like 5 minutes.
I was talking to you.
motherfucking fast.
So I really don't have a question, but I have statements.
Yes,
I just
sir.
want to say thank you so much for being
Yes.
yourself, and thank you for introducing us to a different lifestyle and a different awareness. Thank you for bringing our awareness to AIDS, and just being open and being yourself. Thank you so much. I love you, and I love Nikki Harris, who is here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, stand up,
I love
volunteers. No. Stay standing for a second. Stay standing for a second. And I want to go back to your question. The sister that was over here and asked about the advice and how you get through it, right? Get real clear, real fast on who in your life is supposed to be in your life.
Yes.
Because this sister, my sister, when the cloud really came on my life and I went into that hibernation that I talked about, she called and left and left me a message on my voicemail, and said, "Hey, I have a bone to pick with you. Call me." I was in New York in the process of a job. I called her. She said, "I have a bone to pick with you. I was at a party. This conversation was going around about your diagnosis. Why didn't you ever tell me that?" I told her I was petrified. I was scared. And she was like, "Don't you know I have always loved you? And nothing like that could ever change who you are. This woman has had my back." And so, she lives in Augusta, Georgia. Y'all see her from, come here, baby. my mama's sister, girl. She lives in Augusta, Georgia now. Departed from LA.
I still love my house LA. I still know. I have LA property.
And when I knew I was coming, I was like, please, I want you to be my date. I need you here with me. And so I just wanted her to be here. Please just find your tribe. Find your tribe. Nurture your tribe. Forgive your fucking tribe.
Yes.
I'm telling him too. The good news is like, I feel like this community, because you also, I say it to you every time I come sing or for prides or whatever. This community is the community that remember to remember to remember to remember. Because when the world forgot, y'all remember to remember. So you never, nobody ever, it wasn't about Madonna. You let me know that. Nikki, we don't care, just come sing for us. We don't care about her so much. And the same with this film. I see what this healing that's happening. This healing that's happening right now. This has nothing to do with it. This has to do with you being brave enough to remind them to be brave enough so that you will go remind somebody else to be brave enough. And to spread that and remind us how this world can truly look when we decide to look in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, start the close out. Everybody knows about it. Nikki Harris is doing a brand new freaking album with Don DeLore. So please be on the lookout, check her out, and all those good things. That's me and Nikki.
We love you.
Thank you so much for being here. Carlton Wilborn, thank you for helping us to open Out on Film 2016 in such a spectacular way.